Hello there, this is Megatrain, and this is part 2 of my speed Skyblock tutorial. We have gathered a bunch of resources, and on the right hand side I've got them kind of organized. You can see we're missing really two things. We don't have a brown mushroom, and we don't have any bones, so we're going to go and get that, and we're going to build our Skyblock. So keep your eyes peeled for any bones here. I know exactly where I'm going to go for mushrooms, so I'm just going to head straight across the clearing past where we're going to go up to our Skyblock there. And if I get really lucky, I might find a bone or two in the hills. Also, at the same time, make sure you're cognizant of your your dirt and your sand. You're going to need a full stack of dirt and a half stack of sand. So here are the coordinates for the mushrooms that I'm going to use. So I just need one of those. I'm also short a couple of wool, so wool and bones are the only resources that I am still short. So I'm going to take a wide path, and I lucked out. 2 bones is exactly what I need. Another couple bones, another couple mushrooms there. Just need some more wool. I see you, Mr. Wool. And I'm not picky about color. Should give me what I need. Oops. Alright, I'm going to switch to my my shovel. Make sure I get a full stack of dirt while I'm going here. There we go. And I also need a half stack of sand. Oops. Alright. 31, 32, that's a half stack. Alright, so right under the Skyblock here, if you are pointing straight up, your cursors, and let me position this right in the notch and show you the map coordinate for this location, minus 290, minus 30, that's exactly where I want to be. Okay, double check your resources before you go up. Last time I did this, I forgot to fill my buckets with water. So everything on the right hand side here is kind of the necessary resources. Some of the stuff on the left hand side, we'll deal with that momentarily. I need to make this bed. I'll go back into the little house down here. So, alright. Okay. To build up, I want the bottom 2 to be dirt and the rest to be sand. That's going to help us knock this tower down really easy. Throw down about 20 sand. Almost there. And you can see that it's almost completely flat. The only exception is there's 3 little dirt clods on the bottom that I need to knock off to make it flat. Okay. And once I get up here, I think you can see pretty quickly that it's almost perfect. I mean, really, if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's just perfect. So let me throw down that outline so you can see what I'm talking about here. And that literally is the Skyblock configuration that we're going to use. Now the only thing that we need to be careful of is I do not want to cover up all the grass. I need to let this grass grow up to the top level. So I kind of like to just outline it first and leave the middle empty, and that's going to allow that grass to grow up there. The second thing I need to do is I need to put some sand in the middle. So if you kind of think of it as like 3 cubes together, each of these cubes is a 3x3 chunk of dirt with a sand in the middle. And this one actually needs a sand in the middle as well. That is your Skyblock configuration. And that sand is what we're going to use later on to grow our cactus. So that is, I'm going to let that grow for just a second. Let me throw some torches in the top of each of these center sections. And I'm going to knock out some of the extra. So there's some extra dirt here that we can just knock down. Okay, we're going to need to go back down off the Skyblock really for a couple things. We're going to need to make our extra bed for our Skyblock. We're going to also need to, just a little bit more over here. Oops. Get rid of all the extra stuff that we shouldn't be carrying. And thirdly, we're going to knock that tower of sand down from the bottom. Alright, so we got the grass growing on the second level here. Ultimately, it'll get up to the third. I'll go ahead and place a couple more blocks here just to give it something to grow up onto. Alright, so that is on its way. Let me go ahead and throw a sapling up in this corner. And I'm going to make 1 batch of bone meal, grow a tree. I lucked out that it's just about the right size and shape. I'll throw my chest down and hold on to 1 water bucket. I'll show you why in just a second. That's how we're going to get back down. Cactus. Oops. We've got our 2 mushrooms and our bone, and we'll make the bed in just a second here. Alright, so we actually got some good growth here. Personal preference, I mean, as long as we have 1 square of grass on the top level, that is literally all we need, because that should spread the rest of the way. I might actually leave this for a moment just to give it a bit more to grow. And I'm going to go down and take care of my remaining stuff. It's getting near the end of the day. I should be able to get back up here in time. Throw that down head first. Alright, you can ignore all that dirt. We're not going to want it. If you knock out the bottom, ooh, I need a torch. I'm going to steal the torch from the house over here, actually. So that torch will get me, let me knock that whole stack down. While I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and make my other bed. And I'm also going to throw everything else I do not need in here. So, map, extra sand, shovel, stored, extra dirt. Oh, I actually need a few of those. Dirts, sapling, bone meal. Keep the bucket. I'm going to keep 1 bread, because I'm just a tiny bit low on health. And I hope that won't spawn bad guys. Maybe I'll come back down and replace that torch. Alright, so if you stick your torch under there and knock that out, the rest should all fall down. Yeah, I'm actually going to put this back in the house over there. And I'll throw these stack of dirt in the house as well. If you did die in Skyblock and had to come down here, you can just go into the chests, grab your stack of sand and a couple of your dirt and do the exact same thing that we did originally to climb up there. Again, I need a handful of dirt to finish my Skyblock. I need to get up there before I get killed by a creeper or something. Always a little awkward to change your orientation and keep everything moving forward. There we go. We are at the end of day 2. I'm going to go ahead and throw down my remaining dirt. I am going to lay down my bed and throw the water bucket in there. That's exactly what I need. I'm going to eat that. And these are contraband. These do not belong up here. I'd like to have my grass grow, but I'm going to throw them over the edge. And when I wake up, my Skyblock challenge will begin. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you find this tutorial handy.